back. After we finished the grade and the story system and the material, we defined it. Also, we defined the sectioning. Now we will draw all what we inserted in the design. So you just click on draw, have create draw for beam and column, create lines, click in it, and then you choose from the material section you already inserted. For example, beams, the ground floor beam. So we already inserted the color and all the properties of the column of the beam. So I will just draw. On the size also of the period, everything, properties of the beam. So just select all the floor plan and insert. It will come to you by the color you choose in the drawing. So this is for the second story. I will do also for the roof, ground, everything. First change it and then go up, select, draw. Look, the roof already, we finished it. And then we will go down. There is a sign of up and down in the table above. That goes up and down on the 3D drawing. When you select all the beams. If there is any bota like parking, opening bota, you don't select it, you make it open. And if there is some inclined spaces, or you make a references point, from the references point you break it. Look, I will go down now to the ground, and it says for you in the windows that it's ground floor, story 1, story 2, 11. So depending on that, you insert the data. If I go to up, now I completed all the floors. There is a typical floors. Either you select them one by one or you replicate. It's a replicating. You go to edit, then replicate, and then story, and then to select the typical floors, and then okay. We'll check it. Look, here is some in the floor plan. There is a parking area and there is also veranda. They're opened especially from the ground. So I will not select them. I will fix as it's showing in the floor plan. Here I inserted also the column. Look, the column already fixed. So I will do it again and deleted some of the steps. Select it. I will just select the floor plan area. The openings, I will not, it's opened actually. The column is 0. This is opening, parking. So without the veranda and the parking, I will make it the same size shape of the floor plan. But the roof will be closed, so the roof will be mulu. It's just the first, the ground floor, and the other typicals I will make replicate and make them the same shape. I'm fixing the voice. Now back. Now we will continue the drawings. I will fix the daily typical floor, the ground floor as it's in the parking opening veranda, so I will not include it in the beams drawing. Then I will go down and I will select and draw the beams. It's immediately displayed in the 3D view. So check every floor. Typical floors, you can draw it by each, or you make a replicate. And focus in the arrangement of each floor. Make it with the same properties of the section you already make. You inserted all the detail. If you want to make the typical floors, go to the after the ground. For example, I have story 1 and story 2, they are typical. I will go to edit and then replicate, and then I will select the 2 floors that they are typical, and then I will make story, and then okay. Look, I select them, then okay. That means he will immediately draw it, the same beam, the same column for the typical floors without, you don't have to draw it each one باللبجة. I want to make the colors visible for the beam, and then go to edit building options, set options of the view, and then when you click to the options, it will give you a lot of set building all options, and it will give you a lot of options to make it this sticker brighter, these colors display. Check the make light or make abrow the excluding frame. See bara, okay, ستيل بوهلا, immediately this light will come. It will be from colors and more clear. This is stays for us that this is the drawing of the beam, grading beam around the building. So I will go set building options from edit, and then ብዙ options አለ መብራት የምትፈልገው like the beam, the frame, the exclude frames and sections. So select sections and then abrow exclude. So all the sections that is inserted will be in its color and more clear from color. On the angle of the, for example, the column, we want to insert the column also, draw it, and there is an angle 0 ይላል እዚህ. Go make an angular dimension from the AutoCAD and check the angle of the column. So when I checked, it was 90 degree. So I will write here 90 degree, and then I will draw, I will insert in the properties 90 degree, and then I will draw for the whole, but not including the place that is not there's no beam or anything like parking and its opening area. 0, the column is 0, but the others, they have a degree, and you have to draw it for the whole. You will go just change the property to column, ground floor column, and then the typical floors replicated. Choose the same size and type of column, and they have the same degree also as mascabat, and then replicate for the typical floors so that you don't draw for the whole and then other roof لبجة. You draw it. And then the rest, for the column, we will draw then we will select quick draw columns. When I choose the column and beam, the column, I choose the column alone. For example, this is ground floor, and then the degree, say, calculate the angular dimension from the AutoCAD drawing. Enter. Now look, it comes to me the shape of the column. I will 5 point. Know what's wrong with I said 4 columns, and then I move. Yeah, here the draw and 2. Okay. So I will draw the same shape for cal. 4 5. Immediately the 3D. I made all the columns. Yeah, ground floor, there is no basement. Start from the ground to the first story. That's why in the alley. So I will go now to the second story. With because it's typical, I can just go replicate story from the first story to same. I'm just giving example for the column. He didn't Anyhow, can make comments with the I fix the angel, the size, so it's on the pins, and then there is another shape of the columns. The tips will go by the end. Now we'll come to the roof. I will use the roof column. I will change the size of the roof column. For the almost the same. It's roof, you can, it's okay to change the size of the column, because after it there is no cupboard on the roof. I know like to load now. Then the slab, then there is no color. Anyhow, use it. Good. Maybe if you want to add another floor, you don't have the column again and make. Only if you allowed for the minimum high-rise buildings, so the maximum allowed, then you can take advantage of the column. So I build the columns. Even here there is no. Here must be a beam, because I let's fix the slab with the pin and column. So this slab canal. I will make the lines and I have here slab 1. We want to add a new one like soil slab, more specific. For example, I already entered slab 1. Slab 1 I or I will make it soil slab. Okay, and then the material is 25, and then I will choose the color and the thickness as from 17 or ثلاثة درجات. Can most case higher like this. So I inverted, I will say okay, and then I will go draw and then draw rectangle. This is slab, there is a whole soil slab already properly. I will show the slab that I already inverted, and then I will drag and draw. I will start from the ground. I will draw all the slab from the ground. I will drag the area and move the canal. There is hatching area. There is a hatching area. You can draw hatch color and specify, add the material, define, and then the hatching type again, oil or type. Then you draw it. Cover the slab for the model. Okay. All this area is the gallery slab. Okay. Now we covered all. Anyhow, there is a stair bottom slab I cover for a lift here wall because here wall and then the lift or to stair slab I cover. So the design the stair was from the side. Draw again for everything. I will count now the stairs and I will not. Okay, so this place shear wall or the slab item. Anyhow, for the veranda there is a circular control it, so it's up, and then here is the parking. And it's fingers going. So look in the ground floor now. Here is the parking. As we did as a design in the cover. Bye bye. Today let's explain the arc. On this plan, floor plan, they have our front veranda and it's arc shape. It's more than the two axes, the last axis in front of the building, the entrance. So I try to make the arc. Already finished the slab and each section of the building, and in a 3D view if you make a rotation, this is the final look. Again shear wall canal of the stairs, and I try to make the arc, the front arc. We will check it now. The front arc, this is the stairs photo. Everything with the slab tazaka. You can rotate and check it, the whole building 3D view. Now let's back and check the arc at the roof. So we will make a slab, soil slab for the arc. So let me return it to this side and then start edit. I will go to edit, grade and story system, and then I will say add or modify. But we don't have, I will make add a new system, new grade system. This is, I already make it, the one G2 I said, and I measured the horizontal distance of the arc. It was 8.5. So in the X direction, you can take arc dimension from the AutoCAD, or for the radius also you can take the dimension from the AutoCAD. Anyhow, this arc is 108. It's half 306 for the mulu and zatana for the third quarter. This is 108. It's showing already. So I used 108, but you can measure also the angular from the AutoCAD and use it. Anyhow, when you make a new, you will name it G2 or 3 like this, and then you will select cylinder, and then you will count number of grade. It's between 2 or between 4. You can make 4. So change the number of the grade lines collected. First it's between, make it 4 grade, and then the degree, if we make it tan asr, or the theta or the angular, I will make it asr يكففل 108. And then we have the spacing, since the space of the gray of the arc, it's 8 نطب 4 in the X direction. Fill it. Or you can use the radius spacing, which is as we calculated, نطب 4 in the AutoCAD. And then the degree, the angular is 108 يكفل 10 8. You will write the spacing 10 8. Okay, ستلون يا مطال the full. Here it becomes 2 because I already installed G2. So I will back to the G2 that this is the process. Color it, and then you have the arc. After you make the arc, you can edit, even go edit, create, and then click on the name of the, I have here now G3 because I made G3 also. I will go to the name I named it, G2 or like this, and then I will fix the spacing or the angular or like this. Now this is the arc. actually near to the AutoCAD drawing. I can make it more specified if I use the radius, the distance, and anyhow. Now we will draw for it the slab. So I will go draw floor slab. By the area, I will choose the area slab, rectangular area or the area, and then I choose soil slab and the properties of the section, and then select each triangular. Look here, because I choose the rectangular. No, you choose the area draw of the slab. Look, in the area it will select for you each triangular of 10 degree ويتكافئ. When you click on it, it will draw for you immediately. I already drew it, that's why. So this is highlighted. It's a soil slab drawn. Over drawn. Was drawn. So you will take the horizontal distance, the vertical distance, and the radius, or you can dimension it from the AutoCAD. You have angular, you have arc, distance, and everything. So you can replicate it and make it tell the roof floor.